It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The throw over the middle taken in. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown, Washington. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 33 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time, spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worked this out yet, but every admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Well, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out left to Dotson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Sly able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try to get his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect. On 3rd down, he'll shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ready. Where'd you get him?
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go play action here on first down. This is the tight end Fant. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, he'll drop to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 30. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 17-14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough fight.
This going to go big and go the distance. When you have a nice game like that, you do so many things anyway. You come back and win essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you get the defense back on its heels.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here is as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. 30, 10, touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 91 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. He stiff arms it, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about...
Second and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 4. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Nice in the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Richie James. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
Play action, they'll throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack, down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2008.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Back to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Hands it off out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. Back to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll throw now on the final play. That's complete right side to Kmet. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach and said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Cameron Curl up to make the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All the guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They're going to try and throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Gets through, and now an opening. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
And, oh, that would get a right-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
And this opportunity for the Interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things up. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Simple drag roll here, line dug out right to try to hook his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, Brian, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll throw right side, taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
A quick throw outlined to Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run with Sanders. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Sanders again.
Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out.
And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 6.
And complete to Drake London. Finding room at midfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all
these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Falcons 45, Commanders 38.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. Touchdown, Washington. Miles Sanders, he scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good,
and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
About gets set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Ultra.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, complete. It's James. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And a solid run down inside the 30. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, you know me, when they need it or not, I'm going to give them unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket. Only if you're absolutely sure. Use your running ability and try to get those yards a safe way.
He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Miles Sanders saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Let's go.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Well, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
It's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here we go on fourth down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I though?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ritter's throw complete. This is London. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.